Hey guys, it's Chandler. Welcome back to the Marshall and Southern. Today we're looking at yet another N-scale pre-order. I believe this is the last pre-order that I have of any scale coming in 2024. Something else may surprise me because I do have some more pre-orders out there, but I believe everything else is dated for next year. Today we're looking at the Atlas N-scale B23-7 and Southern paint scheme, of course. They did 3 road numbers in these. And we're going to look at 3977 first because I still have it on all the factory settings, just the cab number has been programmed. They do have ESU Loke sound, which I was very thankful for because if you remember in some of my older videos, we reviewed the recent Atlas N-Scale SD45 and it had Tsunami in it, which was surprising because normally Atlas doesn't go that way. But luckily they put the ESU in these. I just personally prefer ESU decoders. They're easier to program, easier to work with in my opinion. And about 95% of my N-scale fleet has ESU in them because most of my engines are Scale-Trains engines. These are exception, of course, mainly because they're Southern B23s. Atlas is the only one that I know that's done these in N-scale. They have done them in previous years. I have the HO version of these locomotives. I believe they did the same numbers. I haven't double checked, but I'm pretty sure they did the same numbers this go round in N-scale they've done in previous past in HO scale that I have. So if you've seen some HO videos and you've seen the HO Atlas Southern B23s run before. So these are very similar as far as sounds, but they're shrunk down to N-scale. And as you guys know, I don't do full-on reviews. I don't give you all the details. We got plenty of people out there that do that. But I am going to give you my honest and basic thoughts of these engines. So I'm going to go over the basic sounds and stuff. And then I'm going to pull the other two out that I've got that I've done a little sound change on those. And I'll show you a little bit of difference. But first things first, the main thing I've got to say about these is, and like I said, I'm not bashing Atlas by any means. I paid for them. I got them. I'm keeping them. Just personally, I believe Atlas could have done just a little bit better. When I picked these up yesterday, I picked them up at my local hobby shop, Mike's Trains. I noticed when I got home and opened them up, one engine was okay. The second engine had a broke antenna along with a bale that was slowly kind of trying to come off. It hadn't fully come off, but it was barely hanging on. And then the third locomotive had a handrail defect. And I know stuff can get messed up in shipping. But my personal beliefs compared, just from what I've seen, these compared to a Scale-Trains locomotive as far as like the details, physical go, I really wish Atlas could have done a little bit better on these. I've been very excited about these. I pre-ordered them a little over a year, I think. I've had these on pre-order for a while. And they finally come in, and I was very excited about them. But when I seen them little pieces in the box that was messed up, I was a little frowned on because they are very, very fragile. The handrails are very fragile. You barely touch these engines and they're going to come out of the sockets. The little sockets on the side, little holes on the side, I guess, where the handrails go. You got to be very careful touching them because they will come out. But I didn't take them back. I didn't complain. It was easy little fixes with just a little dab of glue and a little time spent on me last night. Got them all fixed up for the review today. So like I said, it was a little bumming seeing that because I was very excited about these engines, but once I run them for you and you hear the sounds, hopefully I'll make up for it and hopefully it won't, deter you away from buying them, but just my 2 cents on them. Just wish they could have done a little bit better on the physical details. But anyway, as far as that goes, we're going to go ahead and fire up this one. Like I said, they have ESU, so Function 8 is going to fire it up. And they did, of course, spend the time to make sure that the long hood is the forward on these Southern units. So the headlight comes on and is in the forward position. Get that old G firing up. Like I said, they sound just like the HO ones. And this is the horn that comes only as far as the factory setting. And here's the bell. I don't know how many bells they have to choose from. I'm happy with the bell that's on it because that's what's on the HO ones. I'm not sure how many bells is on, but they do have 13 different horns. And like I said, I bought all 3 of the road numbers, so I'm going to show you the other 2 here in a minute. And I actually changed the horn on those to a more prototypical Southern P5 horn. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this moving out. Speed step 1. Pretty smooth. Speed step 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to bump it up to 10. Now in reverse, we're going to just go straight to speed step 10. And 20. Alright, so that shows you just the little basic movements I got there. And that's the factory settings. All I've done to it is program the cab number. So now I'm going to bring the other 2 into view, and then we'll hear the more prototypical Southern P5 horn that I've changed out on those. And here comes the other 2 into the frame here. And let's go ahead and hear the horn that I've put on this. This was number 13. As they roll by there, like that was horn 13 on the left. And that's a little bit more prototypical Southern P5 horn. So now you see them, we're going to do a run by all 3 of them together on a freight train.